Good afternoon. This is a sound test. Can you hear me? Abby Thomason, Jen Oz, Bethany Bird, Samify, Foudjoie 5. This is a sound test. Oh, we have some echo. Looks like we'll be starting right at 4 p.m. Do me a favor and hit that Harrison, just bump the Harrison right on top of that like button. Best part of the day, the best part of waking up is being Dave Neal, right, Abby? Come on! Oh, I'm on the wrong soundboard here. There it is. All right. Okay, we'll start in 1 minute. Feel free to call in 401-213-9828. Call in 401-213-9828. Questions, comments, concerns, keep it under 40 seconds. For the love of God, somebody left a 10-minute voicemail. What am I supposed to do with that? Somebody left me a podcast episode. All right. Let's get us a good jam to enter into. Oh, I like this one. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and germs, how are you? Dave Neal here. Live stream Thursday, 4 p.m. in California. I'm a little flush, went for a jog, showered, but my body's still sweating. You know how that happens? You ever shower and then your body's like, no, we're not done. My body wasn't done. All right, if you guys just bear with me as I make a couple of maneuvers here. Let's just skinny this up a little bit. Let's move this over. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. All right. Hello, everybody. 54 likes before he starts. Can you imagine that, B-Bean? We've come a long way in a few months, folks. A long, long way. Hello, everybody. Good to see ya. Been a pretty crazy week here. Congratulations to Dale and Claire getting back together. Can you believe this? Are they back together? Does anybody know? Don't mind me. I'm still trying to figure out a few things on my computer here. You'd think you'd have this figured out, but I just didn't. Oh, Cat Makes with a donation before we even begin. Right off the bat. That's like when you're playing baseball and your first at bat, you hit a nice double. You know what I mean? So that way you're like, all right, I'm not going to go 0 for 4. I hit a double. I can go back there and hit for the basics. Thank you so much, Cat Makes. Thanks for the entertainment in the SM7B. Sounds great. Well, thank you very much for listening to me in the silky smooth SM7B. It's really, you know what I like about this is the other microphone would have to be like in my face, so you just wouldn't be able to see me, you know what I mean? But this microphone's got a little bit of a shotgun aspect to it, and it can do a little bit of that. Look at that. Hey, everybody. Oh, there it is. All right. Dale and Claire, congratulations. I mean, what are they up to? What's going on with Dale and Claire? Anyone want to call in with any thoughts? You know, we're going to talk about Matt James, obviously. It's the preview for the Hometowns episode. If you're new here, we don't spoil anything. I never understood, like, I get breaking news, but spoiling things I never got because then I'm going to have to sit through the episode. Nothing worse than sitting through an episode when you know how it ends. You know what I mean? So we don't spoil that. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm trying to figure out something on my display board over here. I'm having a little bit of an issue. So let me just try to get this thing going. Is that going to do it? Hold on, folks. There it is. I got it. We figured it out. You know, I have a whole, like, my laptop is full of little doodads I got to hit to make this work. And I feel like real professionals have, like, a team and maybe, like, several computers to do it, but not me. Leave a voicemail, 401-213-9828. It gets smaller every week. How's everybody doing? Annabelle, are you in Texas? Let's go. Hold on. I got to go back to Annabelle. Annabelle said, surviving. Thanks for asking. We have power, but no water. Annabelle, let me ask you this, and I don't mean to make light of your situation. Were you the one who told me that you found out you lost electricity and you were upset you were going to miss the live stream? Was that you? Because if so, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. But obviously there's bigger issues there. Bigger issues there. Is it Diane Robbins' birthday? I think we have Diane Robbins' birthday here. Let's see if we can figure out a birthday song. Oh, it looks like I don't have my birthday song anymore. Not. How old are you, Diane? Diane Robbins. 39 years young. I'm making that up. How old are you, Diane? You don't have to tell us. You don't need to tell us. It's how old do you feel? I'm sure you feel fantastic. Annabelle, that was someone else. Yeah, somebody in Texas had messaged me and they go, I just found out we were going to lose power and I didn't have enough battery on my phone to watch your live stream. And I was like, get safe. My birthday yesterday. Sex music? Well, I mean, what do you do on your birthday? You know what I mean? You can do. Get that birthday gift. Is Teresa in the house? Where's Teresa? Did I see Teresa? There's Teresa. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Are you doing all right? Teresa, I made my my better half a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch with your son's peanut butter company, Americano. What is it called? How do I? Americano Co. What's? Always mess it up. Let me know how you doing. Teresa in Phoenix. Everybody's mom. Teresa's everybody's mom. She's the mother we all need. Susan, too. We got a lot of awesome moms in the house. We love our moms. Speaking of moms, did you see this thing? I don't know if I can find it. Where did it go? I'll never be able to find it. Did you guys see the photo of me? Hold on. This is going to be important for us. Did I lose it? Let's see if it's in here. Let's see if it's in here. No, it's not in my tabs. I must have lost it. It's not worth finding. Today's my mom and my stepdad's 25th wedding anniversary, and I was going to look for the photo of us, but I'm sure you guys saw it on the video from earlier today. All right, this song never ends. I'm going to go back to my other music. Excuse me. I'm dying, folks. Americano, that's it. Still 100,000 out of power in Portland. Out for 12 hours. What's going on with our grid, guys? Hello, everybody. Hello, new people. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping in, folks. Let's just jump right into it. We've been chit-chatting. By the way, I wanted, Teresa, I wanted to say I spoke with your son, and terrible news, and I wish you the strongest amount of health in the world, and it means a lot to us that you know. I mean, it means a lot that you know that we're rooting for you. So everyone give Teresa all of your loving energy to Teresa in Phoenix. One of the nicest strangers I've ever met over the internet. Watches my videos and then invites me to Thanksgiving dinner. Almost drove 6 hours for that turkey. Teresa in Phoenix, we wish you well. Just got back from a jog, so apologies. I thought I would have been in better shape, that I wasn't going to still be sweating. We already have voicemails being left. Mishi left a voicemail. We'll get to the voicemails very shortly, everybody. Why did the preview have Hans Zimmer music in the background? The preview of my video, of my show, or of Bachelor? Yeah, everyone, if you pray or if you don't pray, everyone give Teresa your prayers. She's so sweet. Such a nice lady. I mean, to think that anyone would want to hang out in my live stream is beyond me. But to think of how many brave, strong, amazing people do it, I mean, trust me when I say humbling isn't the word that describes it all. Hi, Ellie. We're saying hi to Ellie now. What's going on with Ellie? Hello, Ellie. Oh, there it is. Dave, please say hi to Ellie. What up, Ellie? Ellie, what's the deal? You're going to call into the voicemail? What's going on? Why are we saying hi to you? What did you do that deserves a hi? I'm just kidding. All right, let's play Mishi's voicemail. We'll get right into it. We're going to talk a little bit. Here's what we're going to do today, right? We're obviously a little free form, but if you don't mind, if you could just hit that Harrison, bump the Harrison for me, and give us a like. Let me get this music over here. Just trying to move to some non-vocal music here. I don't know how that vocal got in my instrumental playlist, but we're going to go over a few things. We'll share some more Dale and Claire updates. Really not much to share today, but real funny night last night, how we got that story going. And then we'll talk a little bit about Matt James, the preview for Hometowns, and who we like for Hometowns. I had a photo of Matt James. That's a problem, is these things get deleted so fast. Oh, here it is. Let's throw this photo up here and see what you guys think. That's the Hometowns preview. So, who do you guys want to see? Who are you most excited to see for Hometowns? I guess we'll start there. Really? I mean, he sure knows how to pick women with nice teeth. Very nice teeth and all of these. He doesn't have he's not smiling, but they could all be a toothbrush commercial there. Who do you guys like and why? Katie said Dave Solaris. Oh, thank you. Trying to find stuff to laugh about. Yeah, Oz, I need to get a bump the Harrison button. Which button? I don't have one right now. Maybe I can get like a bump the Harrison, like a... No, that's a Christmas one. No. Is this a... That's not a bump the Harrison. Maybe that's my Harrison button. No, that's yours. That's your button. Anyway, I digress. I'll find a Harrison button somewhere. Got to get a new soundboard. If anyone has any good bump the Harrison buttons, let me know. You liked Piper? Piper didn't really like getting voted out, did she? You never know how you would react. Like I always wonder if I'd be the guy crying after, because they get you in the minivan, right? Heather Martin picks you up. You're in the minivan, and then all of a sudden you can tell they start asking questions because they always answer the same question. They always go like, "I feel like somebody wants to love me" or something. So it's like, I wonder if the producer's like, "Do you think anyone wants to love you?" or something. You know what I mean? Someone said Serena does not like him like that. Hello, Natalie. How are you? I don't know. Yeah, Serena was great. I loved Serena from the beginning. You guys know that. I don't know if it's that she didn't like him so much as she's afraid to do tantric yoga. You know. But maybe she's got some blockages. But rightfully so. I mean, at least she told him she didn't like it. She was pretty vocal with that, as we all know. The whole storyline was her and him talking about how much she didn't want to do tantric yoga. I was like, can you just eat your dinner? Talk about something else? I don't know much about Brie at all. Is it me, or do you guys know anything about Brie? Let's see, Brie Bachelor. What do you guys know about Brie? It's almost like, yeah, this was a fun one, right? So Brie, okay, so this is what we know about Brie. Sarah said I look like Dax Shepard. He's my cousin. He lives down the road. The Bachelor's Brie Springs joke. She's trying to get my job back after quitting the show. Wait, After quitting for the show. Wow. It's hard to read and talk at the same time. I swear. Everyone who watched my video last night knows I can't Google, I Googled Jupiter, Florida when I meant to Google Venice, Florida. Me on the phone trying to get my job back. This is Bri, of course, tells Matt James. What do you guys think about that? Bri telling Matt James she put her dream job on hold. If I was Matt James, I'd be like, yeah, but you got on the show, which is going to open up a world of opportunities. So don't make me feel guilty about it. You know what I mean? Don't make me feel guilty about it. Serena made out with him, the sexiest. Oh, you think Serena and Matt James kissing was the sexiest? Bri's gorgeous, and her mother had her at 13. Wow, did we go over this? Am I losing my mind? We went over this, right? Because, Bri was the one that I said the mom was probably Claire's age, right? Isn't that crazy? So how old is Bri? Hold on. What's her name? Bri Stoss. Is that her name? No, that's the other one. Bri Springs. Oh, jeez. Bri Springs age. So Bri Springs is 25, which means her mom is younger than Claire. Right? What if her mom was Claire? Be interesting. They should do some generational dating like that. They should do, have Bri come on the show, and if Matt James doesn't like her, they're like, well, wait. If you didn't like her, you want a more experienced version of her? Check out this one. I wish Matt would have at least apologized. She had to do that. Finding a good job, yet alone a dream job in this pandemic is almost impossible. Well, look, I mean, I don't know. We don't know if Matt apologized. I'm sure, Matt's a pretty, I don't know. He's a pretty well-spoken guy, I think. I'm sure he was like, geez, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you quit your job. Thanks for showing up. I mean, I guess it's the type of thing you tell somebody. Oh, thanks, guys. You, Oz over there. You guys told me the age. Sorry about that. I'm a little slow today. Paige said Bri worked for Facebook. Well, that would make sense, right? Over there in San Francisco. She worked for one of the Fangs. She'll have more opportunity. What's Fangs? She worked for one of the Fangs. Dang, she's the same age as my fiance. Shelby, your fiance is 25? You young bucks, you. Math says Bri was the first one on a one-on-one date, so we forgot her with all the Victorian OG drama. You know, you're so right. We totally forgot her because there was just so much other drama happening. Guys, don't forget, leave a voicemail, 401-213-9828. We'll get into those voicemails very shortly. Very fascinating. Yeah, very fascinating. She was, I mean, look, she looks like fun. I just don't remember her. As you guys had mentioned, she was before all the Victoria drama. Jess said she's 25 and her... Wait, hold on. Jess says she's 25 and her mom's 37. So what? Did her mom have her when she was 12? This is a whole thing. This is... How can people just up and quit their job like that? Well, Paige, I mean, look. You got to take a leap of faith, right? I mean... You're good looking, you're young, you quit your job to go on a national TV show, you build a big following. You might lose employment, but building that following, depending on what you want to do with it, could be worth more in the long term. It could be worth more to have 400,000 followers than it is to make $150,000 a year. It's a weird world we live in, this clout world. I'm never one to judge people for it, but speaking of clout, why don't we jump into this little side story here? Let me see if I can find this. Hold on, folks. Let me see if I can find this side story. I think I got to go to my Instagram. Hold on, folks. Let's do this. Give me a second here. Oh, screen's gone. Hold on. So someone tagged me in a very interesting post about Heather Martin and the reason she went on the show. All right, let me pull this back up. So this is interesting. Check this out, guys. I found out why Heather wanted to be on Matt's season. Now, look, I can't make a full video about this because this is like pure gossip, right? And I like gossip. Don't get me wrong. I love gossip. But Samified, $5. Thank you so much, Samified. I really appreciate that donation with the triple ha ha ha. Is that a pair? What is that? Thank you so much. So, hey, we just hit 400 viewers. Thank you so much. If you could just bump the Harrison right on the top of its head. Just hit it like a mole. Go on. strike it down. I'd appreciate that. It's free. You can do it as many times as you want. So I found out why Heather wanted to be on Matt's season. I was tagged in this by Bachelor Mean Girls today. Well, more accurately, I found why Heather wanted to be on TV. Very scandalous slideshow here. So Heather started her own brand. She launched it on January 27th, around the time she started showing up in previews for Matt's season. Around the time she would start getting exposure from showing up to Nemacolin. Look at this detective work. Heather had plenty of time to slide into Matt's DMs or get his number from Hannah. She claimed she didn't because he was already named The Bachelor, so it was too late. But she didn't think showing up over halfway through filming wasn't too late. Showing up at Nemacolin was a calculated move by Heather to be on TV to get more exposure for her and her new brand she just happened to launch as soon as she started showing up in the previews for Matt's season. Changed my mind. There it is, folks. Heather Martin, new brand, Tilted 3. And there it is. Look, she wore the brand shirt after getting dumped. She knew this would be a very important, very busy shirt to wear. I don't know. Look, I mean, yeah, you're probably right. She probably realized maybe she'll meet the guy, maybe she'll fall in love, and at the very least, she'll, sell some T-shirts. I don't know. I can't hate on it. I got merch coming out myself. Should I go on Bachelorette just to sell a few T-shirts? Look, you're not gonna like me, but boy, do I got some swag for you. Wouldn't that be great if I went on the TV show and just unbuttoned my formal outfit and I just showed this Bumpin' Harrison's T-shirt? What's her brand? Her brand is called Tilted 3. So let's go to Instagram here, Instagram.com. It's a brand she runs with her two sisters. And there's really no negative promotion here, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, she went on the show, sure. Yeah, I mean, look, and it was worth it. She got humiliated on national TV. Look, I'll even follow her. There you go. Coming soon. So she's not even selling stuff yet, but here it is. Tilted 3, she's doing this. I love when they do this, but the second you post a new photo, it throws off the whole squad here. You know what I mean? So this is them. They don't even have any Instagram stories up. I don't know. Maybe she went on the show. Here's something crazy, guys. Maybe she went on the show to be embarrassed on national TV, to sell a couple T-shirts, or maybe her and her two sisters. I think they're all sisters. Maybe, just maybe, they all were selling T-shirts, and she decided to go on the show, and it's like one. It's both things can happen. I don't know, folks. Bethany says if it was for that, then why did Hannah set her up to go on the show? Well, that might have been the thing. Hannah might have been helping her out. I mean, look, there's too many dots to connect here for me to convict her of going on the show for the wrong reasons. But obviously, Matt dismissed her very quickly. He dismissed her like school was out. So either way, she didn't get much out of it. But she's got a decent following, right? I mean, bigger than me. Jeez, I got 6K. She's at 200. She got 250,000. Mark 1045. Let's see what Mark 1045 has to say about it. I don't know much about Bible verses, but for even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life a ransom for many. I like Bible verses. I just think we should update them so we know what the hell they mean. You know what I mean? But to minister and to give his life a ransom for many. A man came not to be ministered unto. Who talks like that? What are we doing? It's a very brimstone and fire. Very brimstone and fire Bible verse to be putting on your page, isn't it? Hold on, let me get this on a open image in new tab. Let's do this. Oh, there it is. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom. So to give his life as a ransom for many. So the idea is serve under the name of God to sacrifice yourself for others. Do I have that right? Am I a religious scholar now for that? Look, I grew up Catholic, and let me tell you something. Where I came from, you didn't know Bible verses. Catholics suck. Catholics don't know the Bible like other Christian religions do. Do you know what I mean? Any Catholics out there understand? Right, Teresa? The Catholics, they don't study it the way like other... I could be wrong. Maybe I just went to a bad church. I don't know, folks. Who cares? Move it along. Move it along. Math gave another... Thank you so much. What does your fiance think of the amount of videos you post about The Bachelor? Honestly, that's a great question, and thank you so much for asking. Tasha loves all of the success that's coming. You know, until the pandemic, I've always had a side job working anywhere from 30 to 50 to 60 hours plus stand-up comedy and auditions and things like that. So I was regularly working 80 hours a week and, you know, driving Uber till 4 in the morning during the week, up at 5 a.m., just real, you know, until your eyes are bleeding, just dangerous stuff. And for me to get some internet traction on YouTube, I think she's been loving it. The one thing that annoys her, which rightfully so, is, let me get out of this Heather page here. The one thing that annoys her, we'll go to Tasha's page. We're going to talk about Tasha. Let's go to Tasha's page. The one thing that annoys Tasha is that we live in this tiny apartment. So when I'm talking to you guys, she's like on the couch right next door, and it's annoying the heck out of her. There's Tasha. I took this photo. We're talking about Tasha here. So we actually took this photo in the dark. It actually came out well. It was right after sunset. Is there a better one? Let's see. Hold on. We're going to talk about Tasha here. Everyone can go follow her on Instagram. Where's the good one? Oh, this was a good one of her. We took these photos. There's the dog. Let's get a better one here. That's a cute one. I don't know what's on her face. What's on her forehead there? She's got some product she's selling. It's like a Got Milk commercial, but she put it in the wrong spot. Oh, Tasha's outside parking right now. She'll be up here in about 5 minutes. I see her outside parking. Anyway, you asked a question. What does she think about me covering The Bachelor? And she likes it. She likes the passion. Tasha's going to start running my merchandise store, so she's going to put her design work in the merch store. And yeah, I mean, you know, it's, you know, we're entertainers. You know, I'm trying to build a following for stand-up comedy and everything else we do, the podcast, this and that. So, you know, I've actually recapped The Bachelor for 6 years now. So a lot of people don't understand. I've done this for a long time. It's just this last year that I've learned how to expedite the process. So I've been able to really, by the way, did you see that cake I made? You missed it. Let's see when it goes back. I made her a Harry Potter cake. Wait till it goes back and you see the Harry Potter cake. We had a cake contest and I just destroyed her. Wait till it comes up. Hold on a second. I mean, it's a good cake. Hold on. It's going to come really fast. Wait for it. There it is. Did you see that? I made that from scratch. Fondant. You know, we had a contest. Anyway, so she really loves what I'm doing, and the success has just been pretty crazy. So, you know, we're kind of like a nomadic couple. We love to travel. This is on an ice lake in Penguich, I think, Utah. We drove across the country last year. Shot that with the drone. Anyway, we got a travel blog, all that stuff up there. But yeah, she enjoys it. So I don't know what else there is to say about that. Stay funny, Dave. You're a good conversationist. Well, thank you so much. Have any stand-up shows coming up in LA? I'm coming there soon. Abby, no. Here's the deal. I mean, stand-up's just been dead. This is why I've been growing YouTube. Stand-up has been dead. I have books and books of jokes. I forgot how to say half of them. I'm gonna get back into it. There's some stand-up that's going on in tents outside. But the best stand-up is always... I used to always say this: the best place to perform stand-up is always the worst place to be during a fire. It's always, stand-up's good in small basements, attics, tight rooms, dark, dank. It's a real dark art form. You know, you want to be in the back of a pizza shop, you know, sandwiched together. Stand-up doesn't do good outside. The energy dies, it dissipates. You really want to get that crowd rocking, pumping, going for it, tight people just packed in. So obviously, as we know with the pandemic, it is just not a good place for it. By the way, these drone shots are that's not the drone shot. These drone shots that I have are in automatic. So you hit a button and it does this automatically. So doesn't that look so beautiful? I took that with my drone, but it's really simple to do. You just hit the button and hope that there's no trees in the way, and then it just goes and does its thing. See, I'm holding it. You can see it in my hand right there. I'm holding that button. Anyway. Teresa said, great cake. Thank you so much. Oh, first time here. You're entertained. Very nice. I really miss going to stand-up shows. It has been a real struggle not being able to laugh in a group. Priscilla, I hear you. Laughter is such a great medicine. It releases like collagen. It keeps you looking young. Endorphins. Laughter. Are you home, Tasha? I think Tasha's coming home. Anyway, so the hardest part has been the tight quarters, and we're moving in 10 days. So... the new place we're going to move to is going to solve a lot of our issues with respect to space. Hi, Tasha. You know, we were just talking about you. Someone had mentioned, they asked me, they said, what does Tasha think of me doing stand-up? Do you want to tell people? Huh? I don't know. You want to? No, I'm sorry. I said stand up. See, I can't. I just my brain cross wires when I try to think of things when I'm talking. Somebody asked what you think of me recapping The Bachelor. Will you come say that on camera? Because people are asking, and I'm showing all this footage of you. I just been going through your Instagram because people were asking. I took this photo. Anyway, there's the dog. Here, just have a seat. Oh, I just almost fell off.
Okay.
Oh, I lost mine. Here, hold that. Oh, you're sick. Right one. Hold on, folks. There it is. Boom in the background. Oh, you look good on the screen. Why is it so hard right now? Here, squeeze
I can't hear anything.
You should be able to hear yourself.
No, nothing.
What are you
Just
talking
music.
about? What are you talking about? You don't hear yourself?
No. I don't hear. Oh, there we go.
You hear yourself now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very much there. You should be able to hear yourself. All right, so what do you think? What do you think of this newfound Bachelor fame? What do you think about this world that we're here? I'm gonna put my arm around you just to pull me in because I'm falling off the thing here. So what do you think? Tasha is actually. Do you want to go get your iPad and show what you created?
No.
So we're gonna have to do a sneak peek of the merchandise Tasha's creating, but she's a graphic designer along with a lot of her other many talents, and we've got a few slogans. We've got Bumpin' Harrison's, we've got Fantasy Suites, and what's the other one?
Thank you for your feedback.
Thank you.
That's what I was working on today.
Tasha's making. You gotta look at that one. Tasha's making a thank you for your feedback shirt. So we're gonna have that all up on the merch store, and they're gonna come in shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, hats, all the basic things. And, people can buy whatever stupid thing they want. But I think what's going to happen is as we watch The Bachelor moving forward and someone says something stupid, if we think it deserves to be a shirt, we can make the design and sell it by the next day's recap.
Cool.
Right? We can just do it on the spot.
Yeah.
I don't know. So what do you think? Are you okay being part of the Bachelor family now?
Of course.
Could you think of a better way that we made our bones?
I think it's great.
I think it's great.
I'm happy that you are feeling creatively fulfilled.
Math says, here's for Tasha joining us. What do you think of the amount of videos Dave posts about The Bachelor? By the way, thank you so much. You get a little, whenever someone donates, you get a nice little cheerleader.
Thank you. Yes.
Explain the one last night.
So we literally just sat down to turn on Survivor.
Hold on. Let's go. Let's find the photo.
And Dave's like, what do you think of this? And he shows me
All right,
Claire's
I showed you one of these, right?
and Dale's. Yeah. You said you showed me like both of them.
And so I noticed that it said UDS.
Well, you thought it said like rubies.
I thought it said
something.
ruby. Yeah.
You added a Y.
I added like an IES.
And then you showed me Dale's. And you said, do you think this is the same place?
And then I went to this one, and we saw
that it said steak and seafood.
And I go, I go, ache and seafood. That's steak and seafood. And then I went to this one, and I go, Udi's. I just thought it was Rudy's.
2 white plates with red words is a pretty big get. So I said, just get on. Go do it. I'll make dinner.
And I was like, well, this might be...
trying to be supportive as best I can.
Yeah, so then as you guys know, if you watch the video, I'm saying that they're in Venice, Florida, but I'm typing in Jupiter, Florida. Like my brain was malfunctioning. And Tasha's in the corner.
Despite me telling you 45 times.
And by the way,
Tasha's
she's making pasta because she saw this bolognese. Because Tasha eats pasta like 5 times a week, if you believe it or not. So on the fly is when I find out. I'm typing in the distance between Osprey, Florida, which is where Rosebud's seafood is, and then I'm seeing how close it is to Venice, Florida. But I kept on typing Jupiter, Florida, which is on the other side.
And then you were like, the internet's being slow. And then you proceeded to bring up their website instead of just following up on my tip for you.
So I'm getting hundreds of comments from people going, you're wrong, you're in the thing. And then I finally, at the very end, I search Osprey, Florida to Venice, Florida. And
The
it's
third most famous
literally
Venice. That was literally your line that you said in a video you made earlier that day.
kept on messing it up. Because Jupiter is where Tyler Cameron's from. And that's where the hype, the Bachelor TikTok influencer crew was. So anyway, the thing is, it's on the same street. They literally went down the street from where they got sushi earlier in the day. And then, of course, later on, oh, that's not it. Later on, this shows up. You know, we saw this today, which is, of course, Rosebud's famous. And, of course, as you guys know, if you watched the video, I called Rosebud's.
The poor lady answering the phones was probably getting all sorts of weird calls, wondering what's up.
How big her boobs are. You wouldn't notice that from the show. You know what I mean?
She's got her arm up over somebody.
When you put your arm up, the boob usually looks smaller. Boobs look big when your elbows are, like, touching.
Okay.
I digress. Do you like Claire?
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys something. Tasha will never admit this. Claire's personality is very similar to Tasha's. Very similar.
What? Prone to anxiety?
Yeah. when Claire starts yelling at the guys for not kissing her in time, and when she's yelling at the guys, who are you? I was like, geez. Like, oh boy. Tasha's like, yeah.
I like a strong, independent woman.
But that's the thing. That's not. And I'm not. No, you are strong and independent. But that anxiety was easy to see when we saw it, right? It's like Claire's obviously not a horrible person. There's just a bunch of people staring at her, and she's like, "Is someone gonna make the move on me?" And then it kind of ruminated with her. I don't think.
Well, I didn't see that episode.
I don't think you ruminate the way she did. Like, she literally had to exit other interviews to go back and yell, and that's when Yosef was like, "Hey, chill out. You know, no one was here to hurt." And she's like, "How dare you speak for everybody?" And and the next thing you know, there's like a verbal fist fight happening. You're getting a lot of compliments there in the comment section there. By the way, someone, Paige says, Dave has a point. Claire might have implants. Well, of course, no, Claire for sure has implants. I mean, we all know that. We're not breaking any news here today. I think it's pretty obvious that Claire's gone under the knife. But hey, we live in California. Who hasn't, right, folks? Layan says, Dave, will you do a 1,000,000-hour live stream if you get to 1 million?
How many days is 1,000,000 hours?
Can you imagine a YouTuber dies? How about this? Let's see.
Years,
Let's do
right?
this. For 1 million, hold on, let me go to this.
1 million divided by
24. No. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's
Let's find out how many minutes there are in a day. So 24 hours is 60 minutes. So that's 1,400 minutes, and then 60 seconds a minute. So that's 86. Wow. So I'd have to go for like 12 days to do 1 million
Way
seconds.
more than that.
So
you're not even at 100,000.
So that's not going to happen, okay? But at 100,000 subscribers, I am doing a 24-hour live stream. At 25,000 subscribers, I'm doing a 5-hour live stream. And the odds are being placed on when that will be. I am saying March 3rd. I'm getting about 333 subscribers a day. So that's 1,000 new subscribers every 3 days. And I'm about 8,000 away from that. So that's 24 days. Your boy does his math. So that's that. But anyway, so they obviously are together. Look at this, Tasha. This is Dale this morning. A lot to smile about lately.
Hashtag God is good.
God is good. God did something for you last night. This is rebound sex face. That's rebound sex face.
Maybe they're getting back together.
Now people in the comment section, I'm trying to navigate the comment section over here. By the way, thanks for 469 people out there. Hit that Harrison, bump the Harrison over there, right on top of that like button if you don't mind. And but yeah, people were saying maybe they never broke up, which is insane.
Well, but she didn't have her ring on. You're telling me that she took off that 4.5 carat ring for not a breakup?
Well, we don't know if she had a ring on.
No,
Look,
you showed me a picture of a ring last night.
Yeah, but that wasn't a TikTok. I mean, she took it down for a TikTok. Do you have your ring on? Oh, you do. Okay. All right. Just making sure. Someone left me a comment. By the way, guys, I know everyone means well. Some people leave comments that I want to respond angrily, but I realize you mean well. Somebody left me an Instagram comment that said, and it's like the balls on people to even think that they can like say something about our life. Someone left me an Instagram comment and said, "You guys have been together for 7 years. Why haven't you gotten married yet?" I think that's wrong. Can you imagine that?
A pandemic?
Yeah, can you imagine that? And then someone else was like, maybe these are just like old Bettys that are like, well, in my day, we'd have 5 kids by 7 years, 4 score and 5 kids ago. I don't know, folks. But anyway, just be kind. You know what I mean? Maybe everyone is kind, but it's just it's very brazen how some people will like say things, and I'm like, can you imagine if I told people like what if we had been trying to get married and have kids? Like, I mean, I don't know. We are trying to get married, but obviously we're not trying to just blow money and then have it get canceled because someone sneezed on the priest or something. It's a pandemic, folks. We don't live in Florida. We can just willy-nilly walk down the street. Someone said cancel that person. Cancel them. Yeah, they just lack common sense. She meant well, and she commented something nice after. But yeah, I was kind of like, geez, I don't know. Abby's in the house. Fear of rejection and abandonment comes out as aggression sometimes. I know from experience. There you go, Abby. Look at that. Abby's dropping bombs. Yeah, fear of looking stupid. You know, we're talking about why Claire might have had anxiety, and they might have broken up over one fight. She might have been like, you know what? Go back to New York. I'm gonna, you know, she's over there in California looking over her mom who has got Alzheimer's, and she might have been, go back to New York. Blah blah blah. We're done. And then the next day he like releases a breakup announcement, and she's like, oh, what? No, we were just playing, you know? So who knows what happened? Who knows if she's the bad guy or he's the bad guy or what? We don't know. We don't know what it was. But, I mean, look, and I'm not great at reading people here, but he looks happy. He looks like a happy guy. He's got his Garmin on. Oh, you can't see that in the photo here. He looks happy. He posted a photo today with his toes in the sand. There he is. Look at that. That was from last night. They did his toes over there. There's Plategate 2021. Asparagate, there it is. Never gets old. He's in Florida. And then, you know, we don't know where Claire is. And then let's see if Claire posted anything.
I hope she has her toes in the sand, too.
Oh, no. Claire's been pretty buttoned up about it. Claire has been pretty...
They took their food photos from 2 different angles. Like, they were trying not to give it away.
And as you mentioned last night, it was so funny how people wanted to fill in the pieces with me. Everyone was calling me Detective Dave, and I think even let's play Oz's voicemail. Oz had a voicemail that was about it. So let's play Oz's voicemail. I just listened to it. Hold on, guys. And this was responding to Plategate.
Hi, Dave. I need to go to that Rosebud Steakhouse. The steaks look amazing, and thanks for being the CNN on Bachelor Nation. You're releasing so many videos. It's great. And I need to go to the Rosebud Steakhouse next time I'm in Florida. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yeah, I think what we need to do is have
delicious.
What if we did a live stand-up show from Rosebuds and like we could all eat after, but we'd have to order like the Dale or the Claire, you know? So like if you wanted to get a steak, you couldn't say steak. You'd have to ask for the Dale, and because I think that's what he got because he's on keto. He's on ketosis. He didn't get any potatoes. We got all the info, folks. All right, let's see what Claire had to say about it. That was last night. That was hers last night, and of course he's oh, she hasn't posted a new one, but of course there's
that looks delicious. I'm
the Asparagate,
hungry.
and then yeah, all that, the bolognese. Good stuff, folks. Not much else we can say about it. Dave is the new Columbo, absolutely. But Columbo was the guy who had the Basset Hound.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, Columbo. Hold on, Columbo Basset. Columbo Basset Hound. He played a firehouse dog named Henry in Emergency, but his role in Columbo as the ice cream eating, TV watching, frequent guest in the neighbor's swimming pool dog earned him and his breed a lot of fans.
Click on, yeah, I want to see some images. Let's bring some images up on the big screen here.
So this is Columbo.
Look at that one.
Let's do this. If I just do this and open image in new tab, it'll give me a clean shot of the image. There's Columbo, folks. You want to get Boone? Boone. Our dog is right down here.
Sleeping. Leave him alone.
Our dog's sleeping. Our dog's been getting a lot of gas lately. That or it's been Tasha. Maybe it's the pasta. Who knows? We haven't really been able to tell. All right, but let's go to our next voicemail. If anyone wants to leave a voicemail, 401-213-9828.
All right, I got to go, though.
You got to go, but what if the next voicemail is about you?
I doubted it.
It's Sam from Las Vegas. He called.
Hi, Sam
all right.
from Las Vegas.
Everyone say bye to Tasha. Tasha made a celebrity appearance. She just leaves you wanting more. Let me tell you something. So we're going to be putting together an email list. So just hang tight for that. We're going to have an email list, and we will be emailing people first looks at the new merchandise. So that's kind of what the plan's going to be. Yeah, he's a cute dog. He's a cute dog. Not as cute as that guy. Oh, my gosh. This is our dog with those wrangly little toes. Look at him. What a beast. That's a beast of a dog. It's a good photo, isn't it? I digress. All right, let's play a few more voicemails. Feel free to call in. 401-213-9828. Let's go to Mishi calling in for the first time. This is Mishi.
Hi, Dave. This is Miti of Miti Interiors. I've been binging all of your episodes. I am calling from Columbus, Ohio, and I just wanted to ask you, if you were a contestant on The Bachelorette, what would be your entrance? And if Tasha was a contestant on The Bachelor, what would be hers?
Good question. Thank you so much, Mishi. Yeah, I appreciate you finding the channel. We had been conversing over there, I believe, on Instagram, so that's Mishi. I think my entrance, I'm not good at, first of all, when it comes to stand-up, I hate props. I hate any comedy that's done like with the props and all that. So I don't know. Honestly, I probably would just be the boring person that says, "Hi, I'm Dave. I'm from Rhode Island. You know, I'm from the smallest state, but I've got the biggest heart." I don't know. You know what I mean? Something, I wouldn't be good at it. But whenever someone does, I don't know. What's the, I'd love to know, but Tasha, they were asking what you would do if you went on The Bachelor, like what your entrance would be. She would show up with pasta in a bowl, eating it with her. You do a nudes pun? What do you mean, like a nudes pun? Did you just take... Oh, you would take... Yeah. Oh, a noodle. Like a noodle... She said she would do a noodle pun. I brought you some nudes, and there'd be a big plate of spaghetti. Did you just take your bra off already? She literally walked off camera and did that thing women do where they just... Boop! And then the bra's off. Gotta love her. I just want to know what it feels like to take your bra off after a long day of work. Because women, you really sell it. You really sell it on the oppression of having that bra on all day. Like, you really just... Boop! Off. It's like you didn't even unbutton your shirt. The thing just goes through the armhole or something like magic. There she is. She got the dip out. Tasha loves a good Trader Joe's. You ever have your girl over there at Trader Joe's and she comes out with just a stack of dips? Remember Tasha, what was the name of was it Curious George, the guy who had all the hats? You remember that book with all the hats stacked up? Anyway, that's you at dip. She did a big old thing of dip. Thank you, Nicole, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Very nice. Appreciate you there. Jesse said, OMG, so he has gold toes, and we have to see them in the bathroom with his pants down. Yeah, that's what he did. Absolutely. We lost him. He's gone. All right, we're done with him. So that's them. Some creepos took a photo of them. I don't know. They don't look too happy there, but I mean, of course, I'm sure they were taking a photo. It's obviously taking some creepy photo from someone else. For all we know, they're ordering... with cheesecake or whatever they're doing. Abby's stuck in class with this bra on now. Abby, you're in class right now? Take the bra off. Come on. You're in law school. Free the nipple. Take that bra off. Let it all hang. What are you doing out there? Studying torts. All that suppression. Marion Roy said bra off is freedom. I just want to know what it feels like. You know what? No, because I'm sick of women being like, my sister's got 4 kids. She just pops them out, and she's always like, you just don't know what it's like, to deliver a birth. I got really sick last year, and everyone's like, oh boy, you couldn't imagine what it'd be like to deliver. I was like, I almost died. I would love to know what it feels like to give birth, just so I don't have to hear people yap about it all day. And I would love to know that joy that women feel when they take off their heels, before the pandemic, when you'd go out and then you'd take your heels off and you would flop your heels onto my, lap and make me massage them or whatever. I just want to know what that joy feels like to whip that bra off, let it hang out. Because I don't get to do that. Men don't come home and just whip off their briefs. We don't get to do that. Abby said, security is escorting me out now. All right, well, know your rights, Abby. Know your rights. Lynn said, earlier in the day, Dale posted on his story that he lost the bet. That's how he got his toes done. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Dale's got, look, I can't complain. Dale's got nice toes. My toes look like they've been through a war. I've got Vietnam toes. My toes have more disease than, all right. Dead toenails. Okay. What can you do? I was a pitcher. I got pitcher toe. Taking off, Lauren says, taking off heels in a bra feels so good. It's like the feeling after a massage. You feel so relaxed. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Sarah said, Tasha, get your man a pair of heels. You don't need to know. All right, you could, Dave. Dave, taking off your mask is the same feeling as taking off the bra. No, I actually like wearing a mask now. I do. I like wearing them. I like when I go shopping wearing a mask because I don't have to like smile at people. I can just be super anonymous. I actually enjoy the mask. The necktie is the man's bra. Yeah, I don't wear neckties often, I guess. But okay, I can see that. Just taking that necktie off. How dumb is a necktie? What the hell are we doing? Why? I forget. Why do men wear neckties? I always forget this. There's gotta be some stupid reason. A necktie is a long piece of cloth, decorative purposes around the neck, resting under the shirt collar. Yeah, we know what it is, but why? Here we go. When and why did men start wearing ties? We know why men started wearing the powdered wigs. It's because I think it's because of syphilis, right? Was it syphilis? Everyone's hair was falling out? When and why? Anthropologist, the tie directs a viewer's attention toward the wearer's genitals, hence the arrow-like shape, a kind of displaced cod piece. That sounds ridiculous. The tie does not exist because it's an arrow to your genitals. I'm sorry. They are men's chance to have a little color with dark suits and white shirts. Yeah, okay, but why does it exist? I've heard it argued, predictably enough, given that it's a men-only item of clothing we're talking about here, that it's some kind of male virility thing. Apart from the somewhat phallic shape, if you stretch the imagination a little, a tie also forms a neat arrow, often in a bright color that contrasts vividly with the typical dark suit, pointing directly at a man's genital area. Quite apart from that, it's also the only item of male business attire that you can have any fun with at all. Women get to wear all sorts of lovely bright colors, but try wearing a lime green suit and black shirt at the office and you'll just end up looking like some dodgy nightclub owner. Very well put. Hey, you can't argue with that. I always say if you wore long johns... Oh, I lost the quote. Long johns all day. Hold on, I lost it. If you've worn long johns all day for like skiing, Dave, and then you take those compression things off. Okay. Yeah, but I think my point is by not having boobs, I won't fully understand and appreciate what it's like to release them. But I read that it's better to not wear a bra because when you, and again, go with me on this, I'll Google it, and I don't mean to mansplain bras to you ladies out there, but I heard that when you by not wearing a bra, it forces your skin to hold your boobs up on their own. And when you wear a bra, their boobs kind of, this is going to come out of context, but the boobs kind of sit there. So the elasticity isn't required. So then when you take the bra off, it kind of just hits the toes. Does not wearing a bra help with sagging? All right, let's see if I'm right. Because apparently in France, they don't wear a lot of bras. Let's go. 5 myths and facts about sagging breasts. A bra will hold up your breasts to give you the shape and look you want, but it can't prevent further sagging, which is caused by age and gravity. All right, so maybe it's just a gravity thing. In fact, one French researcher even suggested last year that wearing a bra encourages sagging by weakening the breast support tissue. I was right. Have you heard this before, Tasha? Yeah, it's one researcher. Tasha says no one backs him. I don't know. Maybe the guy just needs a good support system. Here, folks. I don't know if it even makes sense. Hang in there. All right. No one cares. Do you guys care about this? We're learning about bras and breast tissue. All right. Let's move on. Let's get out of here. I'm going to get out of here before I click on the wrong thing. You guys were here that episode when I accidentally pulled up a full page of nudes. Here, let me click out of this. So the tie, they say the tie is there to point to the male's genitalia. I don't buy it. But I will tell you this. Nothing looks more stupid than seeing a bunch of men wearing ties and realizing the conformity of it all. Like, I like to wear a nice tie myself. You look good, whatever. But once you see the conformity of it all and you go, oh, we're just a bunch of penguin-wearing losers working for somebody else trying to sell, trying to upsell you on the insurance at Enterprise Rental Agency or whatever. KT says, digress, Dave, digress. We have gone far off the wagon today. Stephanie says, there's a muscle that holds breasts up. You can work them out to keep your breasts up for the most part. How do you do that? How do you work your breast support muscle? Do you just do like pec workouts? All right, Katie wants to go back to the talking. What do you think about the last episode, Dave? Look, I mean, as you guys had mentioned, it's wild because we had so much drama. We had Brittany Galvin's fake story. We had Queen Victoria. We had Katie Thurston. Thank you for your feedback. We had all these different things. We almost forgot Matt James existed. So my thoughts of last episode, he's trying to whittle the cast down to 4 people. I mean, he just went from 15 to 4 people or something like that. So I don't know. I wish they could give him a couple extra episodes to figure this out. There's just a lot going on. What did you guys think about the last episode? I mean, we have hometowns this week. That's insane. Now, I don't want to post any spoilers about hometowns, so I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'll tell you this. We've known all season long that Matt James gets in a serious fight with Chris Harrison. They've teased this all season long. I've been waiting to see what the fight's about. I figured it would have been about the bullying or Brittany, Galvin, or one of these things, but it could be happening on this week's hometown where Matt James and crew is surprised by somebody. So we'll have to see, but it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting because there's only what is hometowns? I mean, we have hometowns, and then what's next? Fantasy suites, and then the final. So is it true that we only have 3 episodes left? Let me know out there. Do we only have 3 episodes left? Let's take a look here. Oh, we have a couple more voicemails. Let's play Sam in Vegas. Let's see what Sam has to say in Vegas.
Hello, this is Sam from Las Vegas, Nevada. I am calling regarding Rachel's statement. I do believe it's very vague. It sounds very rehearsed. And my question is, why try to date someone if you are racist or have racist intentions or feelings in your heart? It is okay to grow, but, just stay true to yourself. I am personally of mixed descent, and I feel racism it is horrible, but if you are racist, you're racist. It is what it is. I'm not offended by racist people or their actions. And, those are my questions.
Thank you so much. Oh, is that the end of the call? It went on for another minute there. Must have not hung up on you. Thank you so much, Sam, from Vegas calling in, talking about Rachel Kirkconnell. Look, the question becomes, do we accept her for her apology and how she moves forward, or do we just keep prosecuting her for her past? We've talked a lot about this, and not much to say other than, for the most part, it's not my apology to accept, but from the most part of all the different people that have heard her apology, it seems to be a pretty good one. Van Lathan and Rachel Lindsay both said on air that they thought it was better than Chris Harrison's apology. So you've got a 23-year-old offering a better apology than Chris Harrison. She didn't make any excuses. She said this was ignorant and racist. This happened. I feel so stupid about it, but also that's not an excuse for it. So she said all the right things, and now it's going to come down to her actions. And who are you? Who are you to know? Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that other than I will push back on you saying that you think that if someone's racist, they'll always be racist. No, I don't think there's anything set in stone. I mean, we know of that. We know the story of the that KKK grandmaster who's now anti-KKK because of the that black musician he became friends with. Again, let me start a black musician. I should probably do this off air because, God knows, I might pull up something I don't want to pull up. KKKX. Let's see what this says. Daryl Davis. So let's pull up this story. So, you say once a racist, always a racist. Well, this is a fascinating story that has been very well documented and talked about. Daryl Davis, he's a black musician who converts Ku Klux Klan members. After an encounter with a KKK member in the 1980s, the accomplished pianist turned his focus to curing racism through education. Now, Daryl Davis's conversation on Joe Rogan Experience is incredible. I could get this wrong, so let me know if you guys watched it. And again, we're talking about this because of the phone call, and thank you so much, Sam from Vegas just called in saying, well, once a racist, always a racist, or if you're racist, you'll always be that way. So Daryl Davis is an amazing pianist, and he would play in like honky tonks and places that that never met a black person before. And there was a guy who was super racist in the KKK, but became friends with Daryl Davis. And this isn't a burden anybody has to live up to. Daryl Davis didn't have to give him the compassion that he did, but Daryl Davis, through time, became friends with this man, and the man ended up giving Daryl Davis his KKK garb, his relics, all of the things. It's a really fascinating story. While this was not his first country gig at the Silver Dollar Lounge, it was his most significant. After he and his band finished their set, Davis was approached by a patron who was around 15 years his senior, not an unusual occurrence for a working musician. However, while praising Davis on his performance, the patron candidly noted that he had never seen a black man who could play like Jerry Lee Lewis. More curious than offended, David used his encounter as an opportunity for friendly discourse rather than outrage. I explained to this older white guy that Jerry Lee Lewis was influenced by the same black boogie-woogie and blues piano player as I was. Davis says with a chuckle. He didn't believe me. Then I told him that Jerry Lewis is a good friend of mine, and, well, he didn't believe that either, but he was fascinated. Very, very interesting story, this guy, Daryl Davis is, and I don't want to, I'm not caught up on all the information of it right now to talk to you guys about it, but it's a good example of growth through education and realizing that just because you were born with, and even might have spent 60, 70 years, this guy was decades older than him. You might be an old, hardened, old dog and a racist and a member of the KKK. And even you can see the light, can become enlightened, can realize that your brothers and sisters of different skin colors are all created equal under God. It sounds crazy to say, folks. Now, I'm not saying there isn't a world where canceling someone's important and deplatforming them and all that, but what I'm saying is that there are stories, plenty of them, where people realized their racism and ignorance comes from such a place of fear of other people. And a lot of that fear probably comes from your own shortcomings. I mean, God knows what goes on at these rallies. Like any rallies of people that are very tightly linked by their own sort of centered thought. There's fear, there's us versus them. It's very tribal. It's in your gene pool. Some people are better at just seeing through that baloney. Some people aren't. Jacksonian says people can be married to a different race and still be racist. I know firsthand. My uncle married a bigoted woman. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so that's never a good example either for people well, why would Rachel Kirkconnell go on the show if she doesn't like black guys? I mean, we can't dive through all the layers and complexities of it all. But the point that I've been making for weeks on end is that it's more complicated than just saying, well, so-and-so should have known better. It's well, we should all know better. I really wanted to play something for you guys. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, it was so good, guys. Let me see if I can find this one thing here. Oh, no, I got all these stupid tabs pulled up, so I don't think I'll be able to find it. It's a Georgian guy. There's some swear words in it, but it's so funny. Hold on. Georgia guy yell. Marjorie. Let's see. You ever search something and you know all the words are wrong, but you hope that it's close enough? No, this isn't. I'm not going to be able to find it. Oh, it's too bad. I just watched it. Let me go through my library here. Hold on. Let me take you guys off this and go through my library here because I might have to go through a few. I look at so much random stuff on my history. There it is. I found it. This is amazing. I'm going to play this for you. This is a white guy yelling. There's a couple swears. I'm just letting you know if you're listening with your kids. Join Leah in the closet. Go hang out in the closet. This is a guy putting it. This guy is from a part of Georgia that's not far off from where Rachel Kirkconnell is from. Hold on. I got the wrong one set up. Here we go. Oh, wrong one. Where's the... Oh, hold on, folks. 5 seconds. Got to turn that off. I need a DJ, and then here we go.
My name is Corey Ryan Forster. I'm from Marjorie Green Taylor's district here in Walker County, Georgia, and I think it's important that people hear what I have to say. I'm gonna try not to scream. I'm gonna try not to yell. I'm gonna try not to say things like, Marjorie Green Taylor's the biggest fucking piece of shit I've ever seen. I'm gonna try really hard because, again, I don't want this to fall on deaf ears. But we're not all like that. And I don't want to sound like a not all white people thing, because we definitely need to take accountability. We definitely have earned a lot of it. But I'm so fucking sick and tired of having to constantly defend my accent. And I'm not asking everyone out there to stop thinking of my people of a certain way. I'm talking to my people right now. Vote this fucking bitch out! you ashamed? How are you not ashamed? It's one thing to like guns. It's a completely other thing to be fine with someone who harasses school shooting victims and talks about how it's fake. This is so asinine. QAnon has become synonymous with Walker County, Georgia, and I'm fucking tired of it. I've grown up here my whole life, and I was led to believe that they're decent people, and I still believe that. But until I start seeing a majority scream at this lady and talk about how she doesn't represent us, I don't believe it. And I'm so tired of it, man. I know I'm not the only one. I'm so fucking sick of people in the comment section saying, oh, you're a good one. You're one of the good ones, Corey. Do you know how fucking embarrassing that is? I'm talking to those of you who feel the same way as me but aren't saying anything because you don't want to upset your mom and dad, you don't want to upset your papaw, you don't want to upset your friends, maybe you don't want to get fired from your job. Now it's time to use that fucking white privilege, baby. We've got it in spades. I'll say whatever the fuck I want. Fuck her, fuck QAnon, fuck the radical right, fuck all them. Well, I'm in a goddamn blue state now, and it's time we started fucking acting like it. Fuck her. It ain't all of us, god damn it.
Damn. You know what I mean? Because I've had people comment on my thing like, Dave, just talk about Bachelor. Don't do anything. It's like, look, your privilege is your platform. And if anyone wants to hear more from this guy, I'll subscribe right now. Corey Ryan Forrester. I don't know what his other content is all about, but that's a guy who's using his anger and his whiteness to say enough is enough. Okay? You know, I'm not trying to make this all political, but obviously QAnon Marjorie, she's a wackadoo. She's a wackadoo. It's okay if we lose a couple QAnon, if they don't want to follow my channel. We'll be all right with that, folks. Let me play a few more voicemails. I just saw that they added up, so let me get onto those. Thanks, guys.
Dave, this is Catherine McCarter. Oh, no. Oh my God, this is Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
I almost said my last name, but anyway, I'm calling from Jacksonville. I have a theory about this whole, oh my God, Rachel thing. And, oh my God, can I erase this?
Sure,
oh my God,
erase it.
Stupid.
Start
okay,
over.
Listen, Rachel and Matt, I'm thinking when they showed her dad, what if her dad is like Hispanic? Because he actually looks Spanish, and maybe that's why they haven't said anything, because like even though she attended those things, like her dad doesn't look like a full white man. Like he actually may be like Spanish or maybe even like Native American, and maybe that's why like they haven't said anything. That's my thought. Oh my God, you can edit this, please, or can I do it again?
No, I don't edit it. It's all right. You were great. You were great. It's all right. So your question was, what if Rachel's dad's not just a white guy? Yeah, absolutely. He's not, right? He's not. He's from somewhere in Central or South America. I'm looking it up right now. I didn't want to be Googling this. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It doesn't make anything right. There's no point in mentioning it other than the fact that it doesn't make any of her history right. It's just that, let's see if I can find out her dad here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she's obviously, it comes from a family that's got some heritage that's from different places. Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. Someone in the comment section will know. Let me know, guys. But it's gonna be a very interesting hometown for sure. The fact that here's, like I've mentioned this before. The problem with oh, sorry, I just lost you there. The problem with what's happening. Hold on, folks. Just a little display issue. The problem with what's happening on The Bachelor is that they've held on to not discussing it because they want to discuss it on After the Final Rose. They've held on. They've stopped her from issuing her apology. And I know people have said, "Oh, she's allowed to talk." It's like, no. I'm pretty sure they've held her from apologizing. They've run her apology through them, and not to say that makes too much of a difference, but instead of getting ahead of this, the Bachelor producers have just held on to it for ratings. So we're going to see how it goes, but that has to sit sour with people knowing that they're holding on to things, maybe because they wanted to air it on the show, when what they should have done as soon as this info came out is get Rachel on like a town hall with a couple other people that can help her navigate this, apologize, how she's going to plan to use her platform, X, Y, and Z. A couple more voicemails here. We got some good ones coming up. Oh,
Okay.
that's Catherine called again. Sorry, I played your first one. I didn't realize that you had left too. Sorry about that. Your first one was good. You did a good job. All right, we got EB calling in from Buffalo.
Hi, Dave. This is Evie. I'm calling from Buffalo. I just wanted to say that I am entertained. And how often do you do this live YouTube thing?
Oh, hi,
Thank you.
EB. Thanks for calling in from Buffalo. Do you know Jason Tartik? He's from Buffalo, right? I do this on Monday nights at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which might be a little late for you, and then Thursdays at 4. Although I'm considering changing the Thursday time, and I'm also considering changing it to another date. But let me know what you guys think. We've kept it this way for the last couple months since I've been starting it. But anyhow, folks, let's get over here to where were we before? Oh boy, this is hard to navigate it all. Let's get to the next one here. Jennifer calling in from New York City.
Hey Dave, this is Jennifer calling from New York City. I just wanted to get your opinion on if you think Rachel's family meeting with Matt next week will be interesting, considering, what we know about her. And, I've heard some rumors about her family's sort of beliefs. And I don't want to get too deep into it, but I would love your opinion. Thanks.
Thanks so much for calling in from New York City, Jennifer. Where in New York do you live? Look, I don't know how the conversation with her hometown is going to go, so I can't tell you. What we do know is all of the information about Rachel came out after this aired, so if they don't address it, that's why. We'll have to see how that all goes. I will let you know first thing at 10 p.m. on Monday at the live stream what I think about it, but I don't know. What do you mean how the father acts? I don't know anything about it. Rachel's dad gave money to a Trump foundation, if I'm not mistaken. That's what someone in the comments says. Racism comes from ignorance, not indicative to a specific race. Karen's Chronic, gotcha, thanks, Summer. Women Tell All hasn't filmed yet. Women Tell All has filmed, as far as I believe. Am I wrong? I thought After the Final Rose hasn't been filmed. I think Women's Tell All was filmed. I agree with Summer Bailey. Let's stop acting like racism between blacks and Hispanics doesn't exist. Now that I saw the dad, I'm not surprised at all by her behavior. Okay, so again, I'm not going to dive any further deeper into this just because I don't have the information. And I think what's smart for people to realize and learn, not that you guys are a problem, but when you don't have the information, you can't formulate a good opinion. So people are saying maybe her dad, he comes from a Hispanic country. I can't remember if it's Peru or where. Does anyone know in the comment section where her dad's from? Andrew said a Trump supporter does not equal racist. Matt hasn't given his final rose yet. Women Tell All was filmed. Jen said we lived in the short. Okay, there's like a lot of different comments going on. Good for you guys. I just can't I can't keep up on it. But obviously, these conversations just elicit a lot of different emotions from people. Some people say the Trump supporter doesn't mean you're racist, but it sure as hell is a lot closer than if you're I don't know, guys. At this point, I wonder too. I go, I'm a progressive guy. Okay, I'm a big Bernie Sanders guy. I think the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poor, and we need to do a better job of bringing our country back to an equal playing ground. What's so funny, though, is I've had people who live in Florida tell me I live in a communist state because we're wearing masks and trying to not kill people. And there's so many issues that are dividing all of us. When I make my videos, like my video about privilege today and different videos, I try to be laser focused with the topic because it can get very wild when we do all these whataboutisms. Oh, well, what about this? Oh, well, what about that? Well, this guy's got him in cages. Well, that guy's got him in boxes. Well, this is that. And that guy's from Peru. And this person, it's very complicated when we start diving in. It's very complicated when you have a very specific topic. So with the live stream, I think what I've been learning is I can't read all the comments. I can't respond to everything. And it can get a little crazy. What we're going to find out about Rachel is that she comes from a family in Georgia and Matt comes from a family in Florida, and they're going to meet together on Monday night. And then from there, we'll have some conversations. But unfortunately, I can't go any farther than that because it's all hypotheticals. And a hypothetical is not going to get us too far right now. All right, here's a phone call from Florida.
Hey, Dave. This is Isabella from Florida.
Isabella.
I'm calling for a question. Just hopefully you're safe out there. And my question is, what do you think the age range should be in the Bachelor and Bachelorette? Like, do you think it should be 30, 25? I would preferably say maybe 28. I think it's the right age. What do you think?
Good question. Thank you so much, Isabella, calling from Florida. The age range in Bachelor. Let me get back to this page. The age range in Bachelor. Great question. I think, let me tell you something. I like Bill Belichick. He's the coach of the Patriots, right? And what he does, this is all going to make sense. What Bill Belichick does is he'll find an athlete that he can work with. And if that athlete's a wide receiver, a running back, whatever he is, he'll play to that athlete's core strengths. So he'll devise a game plan around that athlete's best characteristics to make him the best. He won't try to make the athlete something that he's not. When with regards to Bachelor and age, I think the contestant, if you find a good lead and they're a good person, build the show around that. You know, build the show around. So if you find someone who's a little older, maybe a guy's 42. 42 is young. 42 is really young. You know, when it comes to like a guy who's trying to figure his life out, he's like, all right, I got my career set. For whatever reason, I've had my head in the sand working hard, and all of a sudden, you have one or two relationships that don't work out. Next thing you know, you're 42. Fine, start there and then build the cast around that. If you find someone who's amazing and she's 26, that's okay too. Now, once they go to these 22-year-olds, you see Kit on the show. She's like, I don't want to be dumped, and so she leaves. It's like, yeah, no crap, Kit. You're barely, you can still, put it this way. If you're still on your parents' insurance, you shouldn't be on The Bachelor, okay? That's it. If you're on your parents' insurance, you're too young for The Bachelor. I think, I'm not all about an age minimum, but I think obviously what was happening is you get somebody who's 24 on The Bachelor, and then so they have young contestants. Then those young contestants go on The Bachelorette, and they're still young. And it's been like this race to the kindergarten here. So I think you're right. Late 20s is probably the best age. I want them to know what they want in somebody. But also, if you find somebody that's outside of that sweet spot and you like them, great. Great. Sonia said, I have to say, I do not watch The Bachelor in years, but it's all very entertaining. Well, yeah, everything's very entertaining. A lot of entertaining things happening here. Marion Royce is 25 and up. Absolutely. 25 and up. Let me get the tunes back on over here. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. A couple more voicemails here. 469 viewers. You guys are jamming out there. I appreciate you guys. Layan says, LMAO, I'm 23, and this is the first time some contestants are younger than me. Listen, Layan, you get to the age that I'm at, 35, it sneaks up on you fast. Can I get anyone out there who tells me that it sneaks up on you fast? Can I get an amen for life coming at you fast? I'm turning 36 pretty soon. I feel like I just celebrated my 35th birthday in quarantine, and I'm about to celebrate my second 35th birthday. You don't age in quarantine, okay? You get a free year. But I'm at the age now where pro athletes are retiring at my age. It's like, oh, he's a really old athlete. He's 35. And I'm like, geez, my neck hurts. So yeah, Kit's too young. Kit's young. She's too young. Heather Fitz says 26 to 36, generally speaking, if not catered to the lead. Yeah, of course, it's all going to be catered to the lead. But the question is, did we get Ryan Clark? Let's go to Ryan Clark. Did we get Ryan Clark? Oh, wrong one. Is that his name, Ryan? It's Ryan, right? What's Tayshia's guy's name? Tayshia and Zach. Sorry. Wow. Thought it was Ryan. Let's go to images here. If we get Zach, how old is he? Zach's a little bit older. And the only reason Tayshia found him was because he was cast as an older gentleman for Claire's season. And time will tell how they do, but I think it's a low quality image there. Big old rock. I think it was really good that Tayshia got to meet these guys that weren't even meant for her. What a blessing. I mean, it's hard enough to find the love of your life. Imagine doing it on a dating show, and imagine getting somebody's sloppy seconds because they ran off with Dale. You know, Claire and Dale spent 3 days in Palm Springs. Next thing you know, they're flying to Rosebud's Steak and Seafood. So I think there is something to be said about maturity the older you get. But at the same time, the Bachelor franchise, the popularity of it tends to get a a younger crowd, an influencer type crowd. So what can you do? You know, what can you do? Let's see what you guys said about that. Anything there? The picture with Kit and Taylor Lautner. Yeah, it's creepy. Tracy, amen. 49. Brady's 43. 40. 36 at 37. Oz, you're 36? My man. Average U.S. wedding man is 5 years older. So the men are 5 years older than women? Is that what you're saying? Abigail needs to be the next Bachelorette. She has a good story and a good heart. She's mature too. I love her. Yeah, Abigail will be great. I want it to be Katie. I thought it was going to be Katie, but after the Chris Harrison debacle, it might be someone else. I mean, you know, it might be a butterfly effect where they just go in a completely different direction. Could go in a completely different connection. Direction. Wow. Oh, Nat says, I miss your super chat and I'm drunk, sad about it, but I love you still. Thank you for the great content. I am so sorry. Let me try to find your super chat. I'm so sorry about that. I missed your super chat. I will find it. How does it show it? See if I can go back. I'll have to go back afterwards. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. I try my best to keep an eye over here. Unfortunately, the camera and the super chat are just in two different directions there, so I lose some of them here. Let me see if there's a way that I can find it. Anyway, let me go to the next voicemail here. Oh, hold on. That's creepy. Let's go here. All right. We have 183 thumbs up and 3 thumbs down. I guess somebody got dizzy from having so much fun and they accidentally hit the thumbs down. That happens from time to time. All right. We have 2 more here. Let's play them. Let's see what this one is here.
Hey, Dave. So you just mentioned about having picture toes. So we want to know if you are a Dodger fan. Are you a Dodger fan? And also, we want to know what you think about this Bachelor in Paradise situation that is about to happen. I was thinking, what if they have Bennett and Victoria in it? Like, I would love to see a conversation with them. Alrighty, bye.
Great questions. I am a Red Sox fan. I am from New England, so I'm a lifelong Boston Red Sox fan. Let's see. I'm looking at Bachelor in Paradise now. They don't have any air dates. But yeah, you know, when you as a pitcher, I've played baseball in a competitive adult league my whole life, and you get a weird, like, blisters on your toes. I get bloody toes, and it's nasty down there. It's a real nasty thing. They have a little thing called pitcher's toe where they put this extra padding on your cleat because you kind of kick off the mound. So it's like 150 pitches, 100 pitches plus warm-ups. You're kicking off the same foot over and over and pivoting off of it, so it can kind of tear you up. Anyway, I don't see any information on the next Bachelorette. Yeah, I don't see any information on the next Bachelorette. Does anyone know in the comments section? I'm sorry, Bachelor in Paradise. So thank you so much for that phone call, but I don't know what's going to go on with it. And then you asked about Bennett and Victoria. Look, and again, this is no offense to Victoria, but I don't see a world in which Bennett would even consider her. I mean, I think he's completely out of her league. You know what I mean? Bennett's a good-looking guy. He's smart. Sure, he wasn't Claire's cup of tea. He wasn't Tayshia's cup of tea. He's not Kit's cup. He's somebody's cup of tea. Victoria, I follow her on Instagram just to see if she does anything stupid. You know, daddy's got to eat. But I don't know. I don't see Victoria having like the most evolved life. I think she's just. Her brain's just fried, to be honest. I don't know, guys. All right. I think we got our last voicemail, so I'll let you guys know. If anyone wants to call in, last chance to call, 401-213-9828. Again, Monday night, this is kind of more of a free-form convo. Monday night will be a hard 55-minute live stream. We're going to hit that hard. There's going to be a ton of breaking news to talk about. But as far as right now goes, we are kind of in limbo with all the things that are going on there. We are in limbo with a lot. I'm looking at the comment section. Layan says, does anyone know when Bachelorette airs? They just haven't shot it yet. They were going to start shooting it in Canada, and that got canceled for quarantine reasons. And a lot of people are saying that Chris Harrison, while he said he's going to take some time off, some people are wondering if he's going to come back with a co-host. Maybe that'll be the way they introduce him back in with a co-host. We'll have to see. So many things going on. We just don't know. Let's take Grace's call from DC. Grace from DC. Let's check out Grace here.
Hi, Dave. This is Grace from DC. Watching your live stream. Really enjoy it.
I'm very interested to see how things are going to go with Rachel's parents next week. I'm kind of in a similar situation. I come from a very conservative background. I'm a cis white woman dating black men, and I've had to have a lot of really tough, challenging conversations with my family on the way that they speak about race, comments that they made about men that I've dated. In particular,
Oh, sorry, I lost you there. Keep going.
what I'm going to be looking for is if they make any mention of some of the conversations that Rachel has had with her parents before leaving The Bachelor for The Bachelor, I don't necessarily think that they would put in, we specifically spoke on race, but if there's anything we can kind of glean from that, how they talk about the conversations they had. Has Rachel dated any black men before? Is that a question that Matt's going to ask her parents, and just in general, how they are reacting to the situation? I think that a lot of people are saying that what can Rachel really do beyond this point? And the first step is definitely acknowledging and being accountable to what she has done in the past. But also, as someone who's a partner to these people of color, it's really, the onus is on us as the white people to make sure that we're creating a safe space and a respectful environment for our partners. So I've had to have conversations with my parents up front before those conversations happen with my partners in person about language that they should avoid, things that they might have said to me in the past that are just not acceptable around me or my partner or my future kids. And I wonder if Rachel's having those conversations. I think that that's a really good follow-up step for her to address is not just herself, but her family and the environment that her and Matt are potentially going to be in if you believe that she's going to end up with him and maybe they'll have a long-term relationship. So Dave, what are you expecting to be included in those conversations with her parents next week? What would you be, like to hear from them, or would help to explain things a little bit more? And what do you think that she can do from this point moving forward? Thanks, Dave.
Your voicemail said so many amazing things, and I was just typing a few things on the screen here to catch up to you. The questions I have is if these conversations were happening after her apology, it would be so fascinating. But I just don't know. I don't know if her dad's going to come out hot. Obviously we're going to be analyzing every move from their conversation, but at the same time, I just don't trust the Bachelor to get it right. So you had mentioned that as a white woman, you date black guys and you've had problems with your family, asking the wrong questions, saying the wrong things. I can relate in certain ways because I come from a very white town. So I know that people in my town speak about other races like it's some sort of like novelty because they don't interact with anybody else. I don't know if that's the case with Rachel's parents. I don't know. Like we've mentioned that her dad's from, either that he's from somewhere in a Latin American country. I don't know. So I appreciate you asking what my opinion's going to be on all of it. All I can say is I'm going to be fascinated to watch how it all goes down. I think what's going to be more important though, and I wish we had this information now, I think what's going to be more important is how Rachel conducts herself on podcasts after the show's over. Because the show's so highly edited that, as you guys know, there's been like several group dates that they completely didn't even air. Peter Weber came out with Kelly. They didn't air that one because they broke up. There's all these group dates that they haven't aired. So I honestly can't tell you what I think is going to happen and what sort of questions I hope they should ask. Because on one end, what do we expect Matt James to know? He should give them the benefit of the doubt that they're comfortable with it. But at the same time, I've never been in a relationship where I've had to meet parents and be like, hey, are we what do you think? It's very complicated. Let's see in the comment section. You ask so many tough questions in that voicemail that it makes it hard. Oh wait, Grace, was that the same Grace that called? Grace, can you send me that? I'm actually very overwhelmed with my technology right now, Grace. I've been trying to look up that website. Grace from the Dominican. That's a different Grace that just called. Can you send me the URL to the website that you had sent me in a private message earlier? And let's Grace, if you don't mind, There's two Graces right now. Grace in the Dominican. Shoot me that link. And Grace in DC. We're going to have to see how this goes. Yeah, we're going to have to see how it goes. I feel like I fumbled your answer there, but you've asked so many good questions. I would very much love to hear your thought on it once we watch the episode, okay? So please call back and let me know exactly what you think about how it all went. My fingers are crossed that Bachelor doesn't mess this up. My fingers are crossed that they figure this out, because I just don't want them. I don't want them to clip this in a wrong way where, you know, and I'm not saying that they're gonna do this. Like, I'm sure Bachelor for the most part heightens real things that happen, but at the same time, you know, all it takes is one weird camera angle and they change the storyline. So we'll have to see how it all goes down. And Oz, can you text me the link to that, because I'm trying to pull a few different things up on my computer here, and I'm just having a whole go of it right now. But hold on one second there. I can't quite see what your URL is. Grace, there's two different Graces there. Grace wasn't the caller. Really hard to talk and go through this. Wait, Grace, that was you from Grace, you were the caller? I'm so confused. I thought there was two different Graces. Let me get the music back. I'm gonna play the next voicemail, but Grace, if you could share. Oh, maybe you can't share it here. Oh, there's Oz. Okay. This is what. Yeah, Oz. When you go to site. Oh, there it is. I found it. All right. So let me play the next voicemail. Grace, I see Grace in the chat, but I haven't got. Oh, there she is. Thank you, Grace. You just sent it. Open arms, DR. So two different things we're going to promote and one more voicemail. So first things first, Oz is our moderator. He does a great job over here. So if anyone has the funds and the wherewithal to send Oz a couple bones, you know, just for helping out, for doing his thing in the comment section, I would greatly appreciate that. This is PayPal right here. So if you have a PayPal, everyone's got a PayPal. Just go over there and slide him a couple bones. It all adds up. Teresa, I heard she gave you a nice gift last time, so thank you so much to everyone who's out there. And I'm going to get to Grace right now, too. Openarmsdr.org. So Grace, so let me leave that up for a second here, and then we'll get to the next one. Actually, Grace, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a voicemail, and then I'm going to pull up Grace. So Grace, I'm sorry, was that... So... sometimes when people leave voicemails, it'll dictate what they said. So it said Grace from... DC. Are you in Washington, DC, or was that Dominican? And I just so confused. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I got it. Grace wasn't the caller. Two different Graces. A lot of Grace this week. Thank you for giving me grace as I figured out that it was two different Graces. So Grace was the caller in the District of Columbia. And we have Grace from the Dominican Republic. I didn't know if that was a typo from the text dictation that I had. So let me pull up the next voicemail, my final voicemail from Florida. Then after that, after this final voicemail, we'll talk for a little bit longer. And of course, Oz's PayPal's on the screen. If anyone wants to donate to him, your good karma goes a long way. So thank you guys so much for that. And let's go to the next voicemail, the final voicemail.
Hi, Dave. This is Kathleen from Florida. I was calling to see what you think about the senior casting for The Bachelor. They kind of have those marketing ads like during the episodes. I think that's pretty cool and exciting. I hope that they actually do a
lost it. Sorry.
Senior Bachelor season. So I just kind of wanted to know what you thought. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love your show.
Oh, thank you so much. You love your show. I just cut off the end of it there. Thank you so much, Kathleen from Florida. Yeah, the senior show on The Bachelor, I know that they were trying to shoot this show and then the pandemic hit. Of course, they weren't going to go for it. I love the idea. I love the idea of people, you know, that have a lifelong story to tell, that might find love later in life. Absolutely love the idea. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I don't, obviously, as far as drama goes, I hope that they don't. It's one thing to have like a 23-year-old on the show, and they show them in drama and in bad light. I want them to show I want the senior version of The Bachelor to have no drama at all. I just want to see old people slow dancing for once. I don't know. I don't want to speak for everyone else. I want the whole show to just look like an Ensure commercial. Okay? They're sipping their Ensure and they're dancing and playing shuffleboard. Okay? Is that too much to ask? That's all I want. That is all I want. As I think that you can have another black man asking challenging questions. All right, the whole comment section looks to be on a different conversation than me. It looks like it's more interesting than what I'm talking about. So I can't get into all of it. But yeah, we're going to see what happens with everything. A lot going on, folks. A lot going on. So I wanted to, we got so many nice and supportive people that are out there that have reached out to me, and I just want to use the platform to kind of help some people out if I can in any way, just by talking about a few things. So we've got, let me type this in here. Open Arms DR. I looked it up on my phone, so I don't have it. openarmsdr.org. Sorry about that. I had it saved on my phone, but not in my web browser here. So this is a charity that one of our members of our community here started in the Dominican. She actually called in, I think, last live stream or 2 live streams ago, and essentially it's a really cool thing that you have going on here where and correct me if I'm wrong, I know you're in the comment section, but you offer people the chance to come work in the Dominican for like a week or 2 weeks or a month, and impact the lives of children while you work bettering a local orphanage, help clean local rivers, canals, and beaches, all while taking in the stunning nature surrounding you. Gain experience whether you're applying to schools, jobs, need to fulfill community service. Oh, that's a good one. Community service hours. Oh, that's genius. Yeah, if you need to fulfill, my ear's itchy. If you need to fulfill some community service hours, go down to the Dominican. Absolutely. So I'm going to post this in the description here. I don't know if I can include it. Let me see if I can include it right. Oh, I don't have the other. If you guys don't mind holding on 1 second, I think I can include it right here, but I'll put it in the description of the video down below. But it's a really cool charity that you have. So if anyone has any questions, they can reach out to Grace about that. But thank you so much for the time and energy you're putting into trying to make the world better. I think we got the trips here, different getting involved. You can go. And if people want to donate, if you can't get down to the DR, but you want to donate and help out, kind of on a grassroots level, there's ways to donate on this website. It's openarmsdr.org. And is this you, Grace, right here? Is this a photo of you? Very cute down here. So thank you so much for sharing that with me. And there's a link. I just put it in the chat, but I'll put it in the description too if anyone wants to go help. And I do appreciate everyone that's helped out here. Like I mentioned at the top of the show, Tasha, you might want to listen to this part. We have a member of our Bachelor Nation who's dealing with some health issues. So we're going to send some prayers out. But our friend Teresa needs everyone's prayers. So it's always good for us to take care of each other. So if anyone's out there, in whatever way you can, prayers are free, donations aren't, but the power of prayer just to look after each other, positive energy, vicariously trying to come together. Who would have thought this might have been the place? So everyone go follow Grace's, go check out her webpage. At the very least, type in the URL. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing it right now. At the very least, type in the URL. There it is right there. Look at all those tabs I got open. Type in the URL and get that some SEO traffic. And then if you can help out, or maybe people that need to do community service, and why not go do it in the Dominican Republic? Absolutely. And of course, as I end the show here, we send all of our prayers to Phoenix, Arizona. So get out there. We know you're a fighter, and keep on staying positive. And I know Teresa, like she was, she like I said at the beginning, for new people that are in here, has invited us to Thanksgiving dinner as a stranger, opens her doors to people. So generous. And at the same time, her son has a great organic peanut butter company. It's amazing. If you go to Tasha, or is it my Instagram? On my Instagram today, at DNeal's my Instagram, I haven't had my Instagram up here. Let me put my handle up here. On my Instagram, I posted Tasha eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but it was this organic peanut butter, and it's so good. So Teresa's son has this amazing company called Americano, Peanut Butter Americano. Americano Co. Is that right, Tasha? Americano Co.? Americano Foods. Anyway, folks, we appreciate all the support that's going in so many different directions. We're helping each other out. We're getting our messages out there. So I appreciate all of you guys so much for that. Anything in the comment section that I missed? Yeah, Grace, of course. Everyone. And Grace, how do I pronounce your last name? I don't want to butcher it. Is it Keesp? Is it Grace Keesp? Or is it, jeez, I'm so bad. I have no idea. Patsy's in the chat. Hey, Patsy, how are you? Good to see you. Jen Murphy in there in Canada and everyone. Oz. We had his, so you got openarmsdr.org, and then, of course, Oz is over there putting in the work as a moderator, so if anyone can slide some bones his way. And yeah, I think we're on to something good here, folks. I think we're on to something good. You know, at the very least, we're sharing our positive stories and messages, and, you know, there's obviously conversations within Bachelor Nation that are fun to have. There's conversations that are light, like last night, checking out Dale and Claire's dinner entrees, piecing those together. And then there's heavy conversations. And we'll do both. We'll tackle them both. I'm going to try to bring as much light, fun energy as I can. And sometimes it calls for it and sometimes it doesn't. And throughout it all, I want everyone to know that I appreciate you all so much for believing in me and Tasha, for believing in both of us. If for those that have followed me since the early days, it's not without you as an audience. I don't do these live streams. I can't do this if no one's there to listen. So the fact that you guys are all listening, it's one of those like gratitude begets gratitude, love begets love, and I'm able to spend some time kind of hanging out with you guys because you're there. And this was a weird little experiment we tried a few months ago. I don't remember the first live stream I did. It must have been October or November even. We've only done this for a few months here, but it's been a nice little success. Oh, so Grace says her last name's Keespe. Oh, Keespe. That sounds what did I say? Keesp? I wanted to eat a quiche. Grace Keespe. That's a nice way to put it. Abby's in the house. Yeah, get that peanut butter. I mean, geez, it's amazing. We love it so much. So much going on right now. Texas is crazy. Millions with no electricity. Yes, the least we can do, folks, is be kind to each other. The least we can do. By the way, if you want something uplifting, I know the title of this meme says figuring out that Dale and Claire go back together, but if you want something uplifting, Tasha and I watched the live stream today of the rover landing on Mars, and watching a room full of nerds, I mean that with all due respect, geek out. They're like, you can hear the system control guy being like, all right, we have communication, and they're going to go in in 8 minutes. We're going to launch the parachute, and we're traveling at Mach 4 speed. And then all of a sudden, they're like, they're like, oh, the parachute is deployed, and it's deployed. And then it gets really quiet. The whole place gets quiet, and then you hear someone on the thing go, "We have a landing," and everyone goes, "Ah!" I want to watch it again. And then they got their first image. The first image from them. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. This is good stuff, guys. Mars rover first image. Is it even called a rover? Here it is. Touchdown. Let's see if I can play this. This was the first image that they got. Look how this looks like your first cell phone photo you ever took in like 2005, doesn't it? This is their first. There's going to be high def photos that come, but they're not there yet. So let's see if I can get. Let me do this. Let me end on a positive note for you guys. Let's search this mission control NASA today. Let's see if I can find mission control. I don't know if I'll be able to find the moment. Here, this might be it. Let's see if we can find this. Okay, ready, guys? I'm going to play for you the final minute from NASA Mission Control as Perseverance rover successfully lands on Mars. You guys get to enjoy this with me. Enjoy a 8-month road trip as it ends with a rover on Mars. Here we go.
Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance safely on the surface of Mars, ready to begin seeking the sands of past life. At this point, the descent stage has flown away to a safe distance. Perseverance is continuing to transmit direct.
They take a picture together. That's the first image. The first image shows up. They're like, it could have been in color. This image was one of the images that they used to steer the car or whatever it is, the vehicle. It's a car, the vehicle. So this isn't one of their high def images. This is just the first image that they got back. So I don't think this is the best it's going to get.
The first image from Perseverance on the surface of Mars. Now it comes from the engineering cameras known as the hazard camera. This camera is mainly used to help the rover drive safely around Mars. And we will get.
So it's very cool. It's very cool. Go watch it on the news. Go YouTube. There was a very inspiring speech that one of the engineers made. I'll end with this. I'll get you guys out of here. I know we've been going for a little bit here. 8 more hours. Psych. 10 hours. What if we just did 10? Strive for 5. 24 million hours. Dave Neal died on a live stream. There was a very touching speech that one of these engineers made, and like, come on. NASA engineers, aeronautical space engineers aren't always the best at giving speeches, right? But he mentioned that NASA, what they were able to do today and over the last year and for a large period of time is come together. What they were able to do is have a common goal that was bigger than politics, it was bigger than Earth. And we say the sky's the limit, but in this case, the sky wasn't the limit. So the idea that when we come together as equals, as cogs in a machine, we can achieve greatness. This is what we push for. Now, the low energy thing is to tear us apart. Find all of our differences. Have them play against each other. Guys, that's tribal warfare. And we've been doing it since the beginning of mankind. So when do we get together and realize there's bigger goals in life that we can all share in? That scarcity doesn't really exist, that there's enough food for everybody. That NASA today was a good example of that. So for everyone in the comment section, we're praying for each other. We have Texas, Oregon. Shout out to all of you guys. Teresa in Arizona. And to everyone else who needs a little extra love, we're here for you guys. Shay says, the people in this chat are so great. And Dave's awesome. Oh, come on. Thank you. Of course. So I appreciate you all so much. I'm going to sign off. I'll play a little bit of music while I answer some questions because you guys know how it is. I don't always get to people's questions. So anyways, folks, keep it positive and keep pushing for that higher enlightenment of love. And Mars is not flat. Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you, D-Fish. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for that. Can you hear me? Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, no, I'm familiar with Florida's hurricane season, and being from New England, we whatever storm you get, we get the runoff. But obviously you guys get hammered. Thanks so much, Jen Murphy. Always a pleasure. I love that we think of you every day as we drink out of our Canadian mugs. We really appreciate having you. Same thing, Susan, and everyone else. Oz, of course. Grace in the Dominican. Nice little crowd we have. You know, I was thinking I got to get a map or something so I can have a little pin from where everyone's calling in from. Oh, Susan, you're so sweet. I just saw your comment. Once heard the funniest person in the room is probably one of the smartest people in the room. Dave proving it. Well, you need to come to some open mics with me. You need to come check out some of my friends. They're idiots. But I appreciate that. Everyone stay warm. If anyone is in Los Angeles and wants to help us move, we're moving next week. I'm kind of kidding and kind of not. Amber Evans, thank you, Dave, for always being so real and just saying okay. Thank you so much for that nice comment. I appreciate that. Abby, as always, appreciate you. Hope class is over soon and you can take that bra off. Let it all hang. Stay kind indeed. This is my last song, Hangover Jam. Go to bed, everybody. L-Dog, yeah. DM me on Instagram. Good luck with everything. Leo, we missed you. Have a good night. Stay warm over there in Michigan. Hey, Amber, thanks for subscribing and checking out the page.